Hello, it's me, Richard Lewis Brown. Today's March 25th, 2021. This is a Facebook Live video. I'm going to talk about one issue this morning. That issue, hypocrisy. Our union is plagued with hypocrisy. Plagued, filled with hypocrisy. What do I mean by that? All right, Local 1000, the people running for statewide office, it's Yvonne Walker, Miguel Cordova, Sophia Perkins, Tony Owens. They're running for president. I want you to listen to their words. They tell you they're fighting for the members. That's hypocrisy. Our Local 1000 president, Yvonne Walker, has never fought for the members. If she was fighting for the members, we would have gone on strike during the furlough fiasco when over 30,000 people represented by our union lost their homes, their cars, their marriages. Credit scores went downhill. Some never recovered. If Yvonne Walker was, quote, fighting for the members. Now, I'm the only person that tells you I'm going to fight for all represented employees equally, not just for the members. That word, members versus represented employees, is crucial. But the hypocrisy of Yvonne Walker saying she's fighting for you, that's a lie. If she was fighting for you, she wouldn't be involved in social justice issues right now. She wouldn't be involved in these racial issues right now. The only issue as the union president she should be involved in is your financial justice issue and your dignity in the workplace, particularly for those who work in CDCR who are working for bad bosses. That's the hypocrisy of Yvonne Walker. And she's trained Miguel Cordova, who's running against her, and me and Sophia and Tony. Yvonne Walker has trained Miguel Cordova, Sophia Perkins, and in a sense, Tony Owens, to say members, that they're fighting for the members, and that politics matters. That's a lie. They're not fighting for the members. And when they say members, they're saying those who pay money. If you don't pay any money, they don't care about you. Now, that's true. But they don't care about those who pay money either. I care about everyone equally. So when they tell you they're fighting for you, they're fighting for the members, that's hypocrisy. The only thing they're fighting is for their own status quo, to keep their positions. So Yvonne Walker can keep her $67,500 yearly salary stipend that's unaffected by any POP or furlough. That's the hypocrisy that's in our union that comes from the president, Yvonne Walker. The president, he's been in since 2008 because there's no term limits for all elected officials in Local 1000. All elected officials. Point number two, that's the second part of hypocrisy in our union. MTC, Sophia Perkins, Annika Walls, Kevin Manager, Tony Owens, till Tony went off on his own. They were trying to get term limits for the statewide officers back in, I'm going to say 2019. They were wanting to put term limits on the statewide officers. They have yet to show us the final agenda that they tried to do, because you'll see how foolish it is. They're hypocrites because they weren't trying to put term limits on all elected officials of Local 1000. So they wanted to put term limits on the 4 statewide officers, but they didn't want to put term limits on those DLC presidents and those bunk chairs. That's hypocrisy. And the people who were supporting these term limits, who support MTC, they're hypocrites. Harold Fong is a hypocrite. He serves in his personal life on the school board, area number 7 trustee, Sacramento County. He's been serving since 2000 in a 4-year stint, no term limits. But yet he was trying to put term limits on the statewide officers. See, that's the type of hypocrisy that MTC's been affected by because of Yvonne Walker. See, all of this hypocrisy is the reason why so many people don't want to vote in our union. Now, I'm not a hypocrite. I want everyone to be able to vote, and they should not be required to pay money to vote and become job stewards, because I'm not a hypocrite. I believe in fairness and equality for all represented employees of our union, because I'm not a hypocrite. Now, these local 1,000 statewide leaders who are running for office, they're hypocrites. I'm going to show you something else. They tell you about, members. I tell you that you should be able to vote and become a job steward and not be required to pay money. We need the money to keep our union strong so we can negotiate for good contracts and provide quality job representation. So we do need your money. But we don't need your money when it comes to voting. Because in America, you don't make someone pay money to vote in this country. We need you to be a job steward. And we should not force you to pay money to be a job steward to protect fellow colleagues. It's just that simple. This contract, this is the prior contract. Our current contract, all of our contracts, you don't see the distinction between members and employees. That contract covers all represented employees of Local 1000, not just the members. So the union is being a hypocrite when they say, okay, we'll cover you on issues in the contract, but other issues that we can kind of get out of because you're not paying us any money, we're not going to cover you. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's hypocrisy. So when they tell you, Local 1000, they tell you, unions for all, California for all, that's a lie. You're not for everybody. Because you're not for all represented employees. Because you won't even allow them to vote because you're a hypocrite. And you're discriminating. And that discrimination is aimed at the majority of people in our union, because almost half our union are non-members, and they're white people. So when you say you're for everyone equally, Yvonne Walker, and you want to treat everyone with fairness and respect, and you don't like bullying, what you're doing by not allowing people to vote who don't pay money is you're bullying them and you're silencing their voices. That's not politically correct. And you call yourself a Democrat. But that's the hypocrisy that Yvonne Walker has created. And these other people, Miguel Cordova, Sophia Perkins, Tony Owens, they continue this hypocrisy. They continue to tell you that politics matters. No, the only thing that matters in our union should be quality contract negotiations and job representation. And in order to get both, you got to create a strike fund. You got to create a strike fund. Now, let me say this. Hypocrisy, when they tell you they're going to fight for you, how are they going to fight these politicians? And you don't see any effort of them fighting these politicians, because what they did in this side letter agreement, they basically gave all the power to the state of California. They gave all the power away. But yet they tell you they're going to fight for you. That's a damn lie. They're hypocrites. They're not going to fight for you. Now, she fought for her salary stipend on June 26, 2016 in the 24-hour marathon session in LA. She fought for that and made sure she got that salary stipend. She makes more in salary stipend than she does in her regular salary. She makes over $67,500 in annual salary stipend. This is Yvonne Walker. But she tells you that she's volunteering for you, because this is a volunteer position. She's a hypocrite. She's a liar. She's lying through her teeth. Now, MTC lied through their teeth. They said they weren't going to take the salary stipend, and then when they got in office, they decided to take it. And now they're telling you they're not going to take it again. That's a lie. When they tell you that they're going to fight for you, and they're going to, go to war, well, they're not going to go to war for you. They don't care about you. They're not going to stand up to these politicians. Hell, they won't even stand up to me in a video. So how are they going to fight for you and get you a quality pay increase? In fact, get you your money back right now. They're not fighting for you. That's why they're afraid to debate me. And I'm talking about Yvonne Walker, her whole slate, but they're not. Her whole slate won't do anything until Yvonne tells them. Miguel Cordova, he's weak. He's as weak as they come. Only thing he knows is what Yvonne has taught him, and that's not a whole lot. Sophia Perkins doesn't know anything. I'm telling you, she wants the salary stipend. She's not going to do anything for you except run around and complain, which is similar to what Tony Owens does. Annika Walls, Kevin Menninger, they're not going to ever debate me. Now, we're going for different positions, but how is the person who's organizing and organizing and representation, how are they going to really be able to inspire people if they're afraid to even talk to the president or the future president? Because they have to work together. If you look at that policy file, the power is with the president and the board. And so when they tell you, we're going to fight for you, we're going to change things, you're not going to change anything. You won't even put term limits on the whole board. See, they're quick. This is the slickness that they do. They're quick to say the president can't do everything, Richard. But yet you want to put term limits on the statewide officers, but you don't want to put term limits on the entire board because you're a hypocrite. And so when I say that Local 1000 is full of hypocrisy and they're full of lies, I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm not trying to be negative. This is constructive criticism. And so when they say, I see Harold Fong put stuff on Facebook about the candidates should conduct themselves in a positive manner and blah, blah, blah. Look, in both my brochures, the 2021, and I used the same picture for the 2018. I got new pictures. I ran out of money. That's why I couldn't print my new brochures, my newest brochures. My constructive criticism is in my 10-point platform. And it's clear cut. I want to treat everyone with fairness and respect. I want to establish term limits for all elected officials in Local 1000 so we can have new voices. And this idea that you have to be a steward for 2 years to run for office, no, that's nonsense. That's another way of silencing people's voices when you control the stewards by the lapse program. That's why I want to eliminate the lapse program and make everyone have voting rights, give them voting rights, and give everyone job stewardship. Give them some training, but allow everyone to vote and become job stewards and allow them to run for office anytime they want. And it's a 2-term limit for any position, leadership position in Local 1000. And then we're going to make everything transparent because I'm not a hypocrite. They tell you that we're member-led. No, we're not member-led. We're dictator-led by a dictator and her small little group of rulers. That's what you're led by. We're not member-led. That's a lie. That's hypocrisy. We should be employee-led because this contract represents employees, not just members. And I've told you that a lot of people don't want to join our union because of the politics. And that's why I tell you in my platform, point 1, we're going to get rid of politics altogether. Because politics is dividing our union. You can't have these racial justice conversations, these, open border for immigration, fight for 15, because everybody's not going to agree with you. And I'm not accusing people of being insensitive to these issues who are not, that are non-members. What I'm saying is our country is divided, and these are deep issues. The only issue the union should be involved in is getting you your money for a specified period of time and getting you protection in the workplace. That's it. This idea that this should be just a primary issue, the MTC, when they say this is just be the primary issue, they're being slick. They're keeping the door open for politics. We're paying too much money to international. All that money we pay SEIU in Washington, D.C. to carry their name and carry out their national agendas, we pay over 50% of our money to international, to politics. That's a joke. And then you wonder why we don't have enough money to hire more people in the staff to provide quality job representation. It's just dumb. This is why I say the hypocrisy of Local 1000 that starts with Yvonne Walker. She tells you she's volunteering to be your leader. No, she wants to get paid for the job she does. That's why she demanded that salary stipend. And this is why I said this about her Marine service. She's not a real Marine. When she joined the Marine Corps, if she did, because I still haven't seen that 214, if she really joined the Marine Corps, She wasn't going to die for this country. It was just a job to her. All she was looking for was a paycheck. Same thing now. She doesn't care about you. This is not her volunteer service to you. She doesn't have a love of labor inside of her. All love that she has inside of her is for herself, her selfishness, her ego. She doesn't give a damn about you. She never has and she never did. And the people she trained, they follow the same steps. And that's why they won't debate me. That's why they don't put anything in writing to you. They don't give you clear-cut, straight answers. When I answer people through email, I give them straight answers. And I tell the people, save the email. Forward it to all the other state employees. I don't hide behind secret phone calls and secret meetings. And I kind of regret that I had those secret meetings with Sophia Perkins in the past. But I know who she is. She told me how she got down. She told me what she really wanted. And she wanted that salary stipend. See, the truth's going to come out on these people, one way or the other. And when I tell you something, remember when I put up all the slates on September 25th, 2020, of who was running and what position? And that silly Scott B. Smith tried to say that I didn't know what I was talking about? See, it's silly people like that that has destroyed our union because they're under the influence of Yvonne Walker and her silliness. She's so silly. All she wants to do is recite poems and tell you little stories on weekly videos. She doesn't tell you a damn thing on what's really going on. Does she tell you how much money the state has and why we're not getting our full check? Does she tell you that? Does she tell you every single day, I'm out fighting for you? I care about you and your family, and this 2-day pay loss should have never happened. I'm so sorry, Local 1000, for giving up your money. Has she apologized for giving up your money? Did she apologize for giving up your money in 2010 and 2012? Did she apologize for being weak and ineffective during that furlough fiasco? Has she apologized? Does she care? But see, that's professional hypocrisy. We are not furloughed, Ryan Luth. We are on PLP. PLP means you voluntarily gave up your money. Yvonne Walker doesn't tell you that clearly enough. Furlough means they have shut the state down. The legislature has approved a day off for the entire state. That's what a furlough is. You've been legally shut down. When we were furloughed, those 2 Fridays, and then it went to 3 Fridays a month, in that 2009 to 2010 time frame, the whole state was shut down. This PLP, no one is shut down. All 12 public sector unions gave up their money voluntarily. That was stupid. A union never gives up its money while under a signed contract. And when I'm elected president, we're not giving up anything, contract or no contract. I'm giving it to you straight. So we are not furloughed. We are POP. We just gave up our money like dummies. Did the California legislators, did they give up their money? That Gavin Newsom? Democrats or Republicans in that state capitol across the street from where I work, they did not give up a damn dime. And they tell you that we're all in this together. That's a lie. That's hypocrisy. We're not all in this together. They took care of themselves. They protected and prioritized their money, their dignity, and their family. What the hell did we protect? We didn't do anything because our leader is a joke. And that's why so many people don't want to vote in our union elections, because they say the union doesn't do a damn thing, and they're right. But you cannot walk away from the power of voting. You must vote. You must vote. You cannot walk away from this. Now, I'm doing this Facebook Live, and this is about hypocrisy on March 25th. Hi, Maureen. 25th, 2021. And I'm telling you, Local 1000 is full of hypocrisy. And the only person running for statewide office that's not a hypocrite, that can verify his mouth, that will go live and debate these other so-called wannabe Local 1000 leaders is Richard Lewis Brown. That is me. And all their professional hypocrisy, they're very calm, sophisticated behavior and use of of the English vocabulary, I think of Kevin Manager and Tony Owens. They're so calm and professional. They don't give a damn about you. All that professional hypocrisy, what has it gotten you other than 3 days of lost pay, furlough, 1 day lost pay 2010, POP, 1 day lost pay 2012, 2 days this fiscal period, and 2 days scheduled for next fiscal period. All that professionalism and hypocrisy, all their positive energy, but you've continued to lose money. It's stupid. And then they look at me and they say, well, Richard's delusional. No, I'm not delusional. I'm telling the truth. That's what happens when someone exposes you for the lies and for your hypocrisy. They try to destroy you, your credibility. They say mentally you're not rap tight. You don't have the professional demeanor. They say all these things about me. Some of it is racist. Some of it is just to get me out of the way. They want to ignore me. Let me tell you this. This election, they are not going to be able to ignore me. I'm going to stay on them. I'm going to stay on them. I'm going to keep doing these Facebook Live videos. I'm going to keep doing regular videos. I'm going to keep doing promotional videos. I'm going to keep emailing. I will not stop until I win this election. And so when I call these people out, I'm going to keep calling them out. And I'm going to tell you each and every day, Yvonne Walker was never a real Marine. It was just a job. She didn't serve this country. She was serving herself. Oh, by the way, I'm U.S. Air Force. I'm a veteran. And I was going to die for this country. Now, I'm a protector. You have two types of veterans, because I'm not a hypocrite. I'm a real veteran. But I just want to protect you. I don't want to go invade nobody else's country for their oil. I just want to protect you and your family. U.S. 1. Other veterans, they want to go and conquer the whole world in the name of democracy. I'm not that kind of veteran, but I'm a real veteran. Don't ever call me out on my veteran status, because you will get it back from me fast. I'm calling out Yvonne Walker. You ain't no real veteran, Yvonne Walker. You never have been and you never will be. You ain't no real Marine. If I call out a real Marine, they're coming back for me. And this is why I say she's a hypocrite. She was never a real Marine. She was not a real veteran. And she's not a real leader. And her hypocrisy has contaminated our union worse than COVID has ever contaminated this whole world right now. That's right, I said it. It's March 25th, 2021. And I'm not backing off what I'm saying. And I'm saying it with conviction. You don't like what I'm saying? Then don't vote for me. I'm not begging no one to vote for me. What I'm telling you is what it is. And what I'm telling you is I'm going to win the election. Period. Now, what I need you to do is make this video go viral. Tell all your co-workers, your colleagues. Tell your managers, I don't care. Listen, these 12 public sector union presidents are a joke, with Yvonne Walker being their leader, giving up our money anytime the state wants it. I'm not that kind of American. You just can't come and take my money and push me around and think it's going to be all good. No, my mama didn't raise no fool. I love who I am. I have my dignity. I'm going to respect you, but you're going to respect me. Just think about this. What the hell does the California government think they can just come and take their money, take our money whenever they want? Because they don't respect us. Because they don't respect Yvonne Walker. Because they know she ain't no real leader. She's never going to do anything for you. These so-called real leaders, if they were so strong, they'd be on video debating me right now. And I would kick their ass up and down this street. Because they're liars, giving up our money like this. Why even pay union dues if your union is just going to give up your money whenever the state wants our money? That's stuck on stupid. Last weekend, they were talking about these policy file proposals. The only thing them DLC presidents and them statewide officers should have been saying to Yvonne Walker is, we got to stop this POP right now. Do they even think about stopping this POP? Do they even care? I want you to think about this. Think about what I'm saying to you. You're losing 2 days a month for a whole fiscal year, and you may lose 2 days the next fiscal period. Now, I emailed that Governor Gavin yesterday. Look on my RL Brown Facebook page. The email's right there. You can contact me at 408-207-2339. I'll email it to you wherever you want. You need to send that email to everybody across the state. The hypocrisy of Yvonne Walker has destroyed our union. She calls herself a Democrat. The Democrats, and I'm a registered Democrat, they tell you they're for clean elections, fair elections. We want everybody to vote. She's a hypocrite. She doesn't want you to vote unless you pay money to her. She's a hypocrite. And I'm going to keep saying this. I'm digging in her chest. Hypocrite on being a Democrat, hypocrite on wanting clean elections, voting for all. She's a hypocrite when it comes to being a Marine. She's a hypocrite when it comes to being a real veteran of this country. She ain't no public servant. The only person she's been serving is herself from day one. And any of these people who tell you they're for members only, tell you that politics matters, that the politicians are our bosses, or we can't do this, or we can't do that, all that negative energy about what we can't do, that comes from Yvonne Walker. They support her whether they realize it or not. They're following her footsteps. They're practicing the Yvonne Walker religion. As I call it, that pestilence of pathetic pathology, psychology of purple politics. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, again, I'm Richard Lewis Brown, and this video was about Local 1000 hypocrisy, starting with Yvonne Walker and the rest of these so-called wannabe leaders. I'm calling all these people out. If you want to get at me, if you want to have a debate or just a conversation, you want to have a moderator, do it. Do it. But you're not going to do it because you're weak. You're weak, 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 and you have never cared about our union. The only thing you care about is yourself. So, with that being said, I'm Richard Lewis Brown. If you want to create a new culture, because when they tell you, quote, change, that's a damn lie. They're not going to change anything. Only thing they're going to do is try to put things in place to keep things the way they are, the status quo that I keep calling them. If you want to create a new culture for Local 1000, you're going to get Richard Lewis Brown elected. If you want to create a new culture for Local 1000 where everyone's treated with fairness and respect, where you can call the president anytime you want and the president's going to return your call on video and be transparent, because I'm going to be transparent. See, when they tell you members for Transparency and Change, MTC, they're liars. They haven't showed you a damn dime where they spent that salary stipend money. When I tell you I'm going to lead with transparency, when I'm elected president with your help, because you're going to tell all your co-workers and we're going to produce a massive voter turnout, the video will be on me every single day. So I'm going to be accountable for my words and my actions. And when I call out these DLC presidents and these bunk chairs for their hypocrisy, and when they say, well, we don't want to vote like that, or we don't want to do this, or we don't want to do that, everyone's going to know that Richard Lewis Brown's on the up and up, and these other so-called people are not. And then we'll find out who's getting recalled and who's staying. Because you can recall people for bad behavior. Yeah, I led the recall in 2016 because of that salary stipend she got. I wasn't able to get enough petitions, enough signatures. But I tried. And I tried in 2015 when she first tried to get her salary stipend in 2015. She actually tried in 2011, but they tabled that discussion. See, when people tell you that, I don't have no experience fighting for the members, no, I have experience fighting corruption, standing up and being strong in this country, okay? I don't go out and brag about all the things I've done for people. What I'm telling you is I'm Richard Lewis Brown. If you want to have a successful union, you want a 21% pay increase, then you're going to elect me. If you want a person that is going to protect you in the workplace from these bad bosses, these self-serving bosses, then you want me. If you want to continue to lose and lose and lose, Keep voting these same jokers in. And then don't look at nobody and say, well, I don't understand. And stop getting on Facebook complaining about this and about that. This is your chance to make a difference. For some people, it's about making a change. For me, it's about creating a new culture. Do not sit here and watch these videos that I do and not tell everybody and share these videos. Anytime someone wants to challenge me, yeah, get at me and we can do a Facebook Live. But see, these people are too afraid of me, and I'm going to keep saying it because I put the fear of God into them. Because I speak from righteousness. I speak from the air. I speak with supremacy and authority. Because I'm trying to help you and your family. Protect you and your family. You don't take money from working people. You don't ever ask them, oh, we're going to take some money from you. That's BS. They're always putting money into the economy. Well, stop taking money from the people, because when you take money from the people, they have less money to put in the economy. You know what? I'm Richard Lewis Brown. I guess today's video, that's how it's going down today. I'm not doing a whole lot of smiling and grinning and blah, 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 blah. No, you know what? I'll do a happy video maybe tomorrow. Today, I'm dead serious. Okay? You can look me in my eyes. I'm dead serious. And if I scare you, if I'm too intimidating for you, then don't vote for me. But if you're a real person, you want real money, you want success in life, and you want a real leader you can get behind, a real leader that's going to create a strike fund and use a strike fund and shut this state down so we will get it put in the law. You will never, ever take our money while we're under a signed contract through furlough or POP. When you want a leader like that, yeah, you get at me. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. March 25th, 2021. Make it a great day. Thank you.